Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga. I'm calling you right now. I think these two are destined to fight each other. I know I mentioned it before probably in the previous video that one day Berlanga will fight somebody as big as Canelo if he keeps winning. But I think he will. I think this fight will eventually happen. It's April 2021 right now. At the time of making this video, Berlanga will soon be fighting Nicholson on ESPN in the undercard of Navarrete versus Diaz, which is tomorrow actually because it's the 23rd of April. So I'm making this video. So the 24th tomorrow, he'll be fighting Nicholson, and Canelo will be fighting Billy Joe Saunders on May the 8th. Both fighters are currently fighting at 168 pounds. And if Berlanga can stay at this weight, he's obviously the naturally bigger guy because if you guys don't know, Berlanga, he's just 23 years old at the moment. He's 23 years old. And he's been fighting at 160 plus throughout his career. He started off at 160 at 2016. It's been 5 years now. And he's now 168. So eventually he'll move up one of these days. But if he can stay at this weight, 168, he'll eventually fight Canelo. One day. One day. Maybe not right away. Maybe I would say 4 years from now. I think 4 years from now, I think this fight might happen. There's a very good chance that it will happen as long as both fighters keep winning. And who knows how things will look like in 4 years, right? Who knows? Maybe Berlanga will lose or what. But if he keeps it up, definitely fighting Canelo in the future. I mean, think about it. It's a great fight. Just knowing who they are right now. Even though Berlanga hasn't really fought anyone that notable just of yet, at the time of making this video, eventually he'll fight somebody. And so far, he's done a very good job. I mean, if you look at his resume, 16 wins coming by way of knockout TKO from Brooklyn, New York. All first round knockout TKO wins. And him being of Puerto Rican descent, it gives him that fan base of Puerto Rican fans. And obviously with Canelo being the number one best pound for pound boxer out there in the world today, he has that Mexican American fan base as well as the Mexican fan base, that Latino fan base behind him. It makes for a big fight one of these days. And with Top Rank promoting Berlanga, I think when you look at it, Top Rank does a very good job promoting Puerto Rican boxers. They have a very good track record of promoting fighters from Puerto Rico. They did a very good job with Miguel Cotto, in my opinion. And I think Berlanga will eventually become that status of pay-per-view status if he keeps this up. Everybody loves knockouts. Everybody loves to see knockouts. And maybe one day he keeps knocking people out, and the demand will be there for a Canelo fight. Actually, Boxing Scene recently wrote about it. If you look at the headline, Berlanga on Canelo, and the headline reads, "If I keep winning, keep looking good, the fight is there." And Berlanga was quoted saying, and I quote, it reads, "Right now, I feel like a lot of critics are possibly doubting me, but I get it. They haven't seen me go past the first round, so obviously there is a question mark over my head with a lot of things. If I can go the rounds, if I can dig deep, if someone takes me to those deep waters and I can't swim, there are a lot of things, but I know and my team knows I've been boxing for 16 years and they know I'm capable of doing everything. Some of these guys I fought had never been knocked out before and I did it in one round. For me, man, Saturday I'm going to be 100% ready for whatever comes. We have worked extremely hard in camp for this fight and I'm ready for everything. I don't have no fear in my heart. I will do what I do best." So, and he goes on to say, puzzle is connected together perfectly. I just have to continue to win in a remarkable fashion and it's going to come. Talking about Canelo. And then he goes on to say, he's a star. I'm a future superstar. For me, I've just got to continue to win, continue to grow my brand and build the image and continue to win. That's the most important thing. Everything there cannot happen unless I keep winning. But if I keep winning, keep looking good and keep performing, man, the fight is there. That fight is there. And it is, man. That fight is definitely there. This fight, I mean, it's gonna do numbers. It's definitely gonna do big numbers one day. And Berlanga's highlight reel, it's out there. People are paying attention to him. He's getting a lot of critics, getting a lot of hate for knocking people out. I mean, how can you hate on a guy for knocking people out in the first round? Yes, he hasn't fought anybody that notable, but he's still growing. Dude is 23 years old. It's gonna be around for a very long time. A lot of people bring up comparison to David Benavidez, who has is a two-time world champion now. Yeah, David Benavidez is a different guy, man. The dude's, in my opinion, more talented than Berlanga, at least at this point in their careers. So, there's just different compare. I mean, eventually Canelo will fight all these guys, and this one will definitely be a big one in the future. It will be, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Obviously, these two guys have to just keep winning. Well, Canelo doesn't really need to keep winning. I mean, eventually he'll come across somebody that will be a tough fight for him. Especially if he decides to move back up to 175 pounds. That's a big challenge right there, moving up back to 175. But 168, right now, in April 2021, it's kind of hard for me to see Canelo losing right now at 168 pounds. Right now he definitely beats the crap out of Berlanga, no doubt about it, in my opinion. But who knows, 3, 4, 5 years from now, when Canelo's a little older and slowing down, because Canelo's perfectly in his prime at the moment. And Berlanga's still growing, still improving. 5, 6 years from now, that will be his prime years. So we'll see. Who knows where things will be at in the future? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.